Good morning. How are you today? Great. All right. So today we're going to be learning about something really cool. Have you ever wondered where some of your favorite sea animals live? Me too. They live in the ocean. And did you know that the ocean has 5 different layers? Kind of like a cake sometimes, right? They have 5 different layers. Okay, and today we're going to explore all these 5 layers. So I'll tell you all the 5 layers first, and then we'll go through them one by one. It's kind of like a rough example of what they look like. We have the sunlight zone, twilight zone, midnight or dark zone, the abyss, and trench. Okay, let's start with the sunlight zone. Okay, the sunlight zone gets its name, so it's the lightest zone. It gets its name because of all the sun that's there. It's like right on the top, so a lot of sun is in that zone, and that's where that's where most of the sea animals that we know and love live. They're in this zone because they need sun, right, to survive, right? They need sunlight to survive and grow. And that's why there are also a lot of plants and like seaweed in this zone because the sun helps them grow. For example, some of the animals that live in the sunlight zone are sea turtles. Okay, we have dolphins. We have stingrays, tuna fish, and most other common fish that you would hear of. Okay, so most of the animals live in this zone. Here we go, the sunlight zone. Next, we move on to gets a little darker, the twilight zone. Okay, twilight. So there's still some sun, so animals can see, and only some plants that live in this area, not as much as the sunlight zone. Okay, so but the animals that live in the twilight zone, they swim. So they go from here, they swim up to the sunlight zone so they can find food, right? Because that's where most of the animals are. So some of the animals that live in the twilight zone are the swordfish, okay, whales, all right, shrimp, jellyfish, and the hatchet fish. The hatchet fish is it's popular for its shiny silver scales. All right, next zone we have the midnight zone. Here, see, this is the midnight zone. It gets in the midnight zone, there's no sun, so it's dark and they can't see. So the animals that live in the midnight zone, they rely and they have to use their movement, okay, their smell, okay, and sound to get other fish to eat so they can survive, for their prey, to get prey. And some of the animals that live in the midnight zone are the tripod fish, the giant squid, and the angler fish. Okay, the next, if you go further, we're gonna keep going down, is the abyss. This one over here, this one right here, it's dark, the abyss. Can you see that? Abyss, that's right. The abyss has no light. It's very dark, okay, down there. And there are a lot of glowing fishes there, okay? So you can see them because they glow. And the 2 animals that you would find commonly in the abyss are the sea cucumbers and sea spiders. All right. And the very last layer is the trenches, okay? Not all oceans have this layer, okay? But it's super, super, super deep down, okay? The trenches. Okay, it's super, super dark down there. And us humans can't even go down there because of the pressure. It's too much. And some of the animals that live there are the ghost fish, the vampire shark, and something called giant amoebas. Amobas. So those are the different layers. Let's go through them again. We have the sunlight, with lots of sun, twilight, midnight, abyss, and the trenches. All right, so most of the animals, remember, live in the sunlight because there's lots of sun. That's right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and you learned a little bit more about the ocean. All right, bye.